Hey everyone, Rick here, and folks, let's take a look at some stuff from Top Shelf Gamer. I made an order a few days ago, just arrived today. Take a look at their website there, link in the description as well. Nice little customer service note. Here is the big hefty bag of all the tokens. They make components, upgraded components, for board games, role-playing games. I kind of, design my own games from time to time, and I'm always looking for some custom tokens to use. And so let's take a peek at some of these. Oh my gosh. Okay, first off, their packaging's really nice, but let's take a look at some wood. Oh, that's right, some wood tokens. So these are fantastic. They all come in Ziploc baggies. These are sets of 10. You can kind of hear it. They're obviously not made out of wood, I don't think. It's like a resin, a painted resin with, the rings of the trunk of the tree. So here is wood to replace maybe wood resources in your game. So I got 3 sets of those, and I'll show you in a little bit exactly why I got these. But their website has tokens of all shapes, sizes, all different kinds of resources. So here are 30 wood tokens. And then, oh my gosh, how cool are these? Now these are corn, obviously, but I'm using them as just crops in general, vegetables in general. 10-piece token set, topshelfgamer.com. So I wanted 30 of these also. These little corns, corn on the cobs. Fantastic little pre-painted, that's the other thing, pre-painted little pieces. So obviously if you have a game like Agricola or something, you want to, obviously there's so many upgrades for Agricola. You can, even just the wood and meeple upgrades are great, but if you wanted something a little, even more next level, you can go with these painted, I assume resin, don't quote me on that, whatever the case may be. Look at all those little corns. Okay. Next up, we have some actual metal pieces. I wasn't actually sure if these were going to be real metal or not, but my God. Come on. These are like metal bars, ingots. How sweet are those? Oh my gosh. How cool is that? And they are metal. They are absolutely metal. 30 of those as well. I hope I got enough. I may need to get more. Because when you think, okay, 30, that seems like a decent amount. And then you see it in person, you're like, okay. But for my purposes, and I'll kind of explain in a second what I'm actually doing here. For my purposes, how often you cash in resources, I think 30 is probably enough. Where's my other meat? Okay, here we go. Next up, packs of these meats, like steak looking things. So wood, veggies, metal, and yeah, you can hear them. Oh my gosh. Just painted nice meat tokens. So in the adventure game that I have planned, you can mine, hence the ingots. You can farm, hence the crops. You can chop and sell wood. You can hunt and sell meat. And lastly, you can fish. Oh, that's right. We have 10 fish. And these little fish are fantastic. And I'll show you what I was using before I decided to upgrade to these components. Because I was using some bits off of the Board Game Geek website, which the Board Game Geek website actually has some Top Shelf Gamer tokens on there as well. That's kind of where I got the idea. I was going to use some cubes because I had purchased a ton of cubes from Board Game Geek in the past. Oh, I was already starting to open something that I had not yet revealed. Now, this isn't a resource, but when you are adventuring and killing things, you may need skulls. So, skull tokens. Now, these are bigger than I thought they were going to be. Look at these. Oh my gosh. Called realistic skull tokens. Fantastic little skulls. But still bigger than I anticipated. But, I mean, that's just fantastic. I didn't bring another bowl. Did not bring another bowl. But there are 30 skulls as well. Let's zoom out. Come on. Top Shelf Gamer, folks. And I mean, they have so many different kinds of tokens. But tokens aren't the only thing they've got. I'm making a mess. They also have metal coins. All kinds of different metal coins. On camera, this looks red, like a burnt red. But in reality, it's like a burgundy. Look at these. Are you ready? Oh, look at these. Oh my gosh. Come on now, seriously? Ancient gold coins. This was, I believe, a 40 pack. Came in this bag. And then here is kind of where I ran into an issue. Not with Top Shelf Gamer, but with my own choice. I wanted gold coins and I wanted silver coins. And I thought these were more silver, but they're more like a darker gold. I mean, the contrast is enough that you probably wouldn't mix them up, but I think I may have to go back to the drawing board for some actual silver tokens, because these are more kind of a gold, but still very cool. Love them. Love those coins. So, yep. So all these coins, all these tokens. Okay, so what does this all mean? Well, let's take a peek. Kind of a sneak peek, because we're going to be doing way more with this later. So you've probably seen my video of this layout. I'm so excited for the WizKids Boneyard miniature stuff to come out, miniature figures, miniature set, because that's what I'm going to populate this with, from the dungeon to the catacombs to all of these caverns into this hellish fire pit into this den of evil, and of course the above ground. And I'm going to do a much more thorough review of all of this. I probably shouldn't even be giving this much of it away at this point. And of course, you know, I was going to absolutely get a bunch of this, a bunch of all the new WizKids stuff, and I'll do individual videos on these as well. Multiple town watches, merchants, torture chambers, marketplaces, taverns, kitchens, encampments. I even picked up a bunch of these traps from the Tomb of Annihilation set. A bunch of war machines, the stone bridge, of course that gigantic tower, and so much more on the way. But I'm going to populate this whole layout here with boneyard figures. All right, so the whole point of me getting these resources was to replace these tokens, which are still nice. These were from the Board Game Geek website. They're metal cubes. So we were going to have meat, wood, iron, vegetables, crops, and fish. And so your adventurer would go to a different part of the land doing those kind of things, because they're going to want to buy better equipment and whatnot. But every day, the marketplace, we set the price. So here are a bunch of meat, wood, iron, crops, fish. What is the market looking like today? Okay, and this is the price in silver per unit. So that doesn't necessarily mean one fish or one piece of wood, but one unit represented by a single token could mean, a bundle of fish, for example. So, yeah, 3 silver pieces. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to silence my phone like usual. 3 silver pieces for crops, 3 silver pieces for meat, 3 silver pieces for iron, 2 for fish, 1 for wood on the day. Now, of course, if you already had some of those resources you had gathered from a prior turn, man, you would be so fortunate if you still had some meat to sell. 3 silver pieces per unit of meat that you had, but I wanted to replace these cubes with those gorgeous new painted tokens. But yeah, so there you have it. That's kind of the idea. You work during the day, maybe even at night, but you got to rest. And you can either farm for crops, you can chop wood, you can fish like some people are doing. You can mine. Where is my little mine? I think it's around the corner. And what was the last one? Oh, hunt. That's right. And then come to the marketplace and sell it for the value that's given. Then you can go to the blacksmith and upgrade your weapons and armor. And then you can delve into the cavern, see how far you get. There's no reason you can't turn around if things start getting a little fishy, and run back out of there and maybe chop some more wood or something for the next day. And sell your gorgeous resource tokens for more money. Yes. Fantastic. All right, folks, that is it for my Top Shelf Gamer tokens review. Check them out at topshelfgamer.com. I'm just blown away. Absolutely love everything they do. Thank you all so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And until next time.